Hi, I'm Loretta, and I'm the Youth Services Librarian at the Cedar Grove Line Avenue Branch of Shreve Memorial Library. And today's story time is about a sweet hedgehog who really needs a hug, but because he's all prickly, he's kind of having trouble finding someone who wants to give him a hug. So that's what our story is about today. And after the story, please stick around because I'm going to show you how to make this really cute hedgehog craft. I'm going to show you how to draw the hedgehog and how to decorate it. So, as always, listen to the story, but stay for the craft.
Hedgehog Needs a Hug by Jen Benton. Here's the beautiful dedication page where we find that this book is for Mark, who gives the best hugs. When Hedgehog awoke in his cozy nest, he felt down in the snout and droopy in the prickles. I'll feel better if I get a hug, he thought. Hedgehog poked his nose into the sunshine and toddled toward Rabbit's grassy den. Rabbit, I need a hug. Will you give me one? He asked. I'm sorry, Hedgehog. Rabbit slowly backed away. I have the sniffles. I'm afraid I will give you a cold if I hug you, she said. And hippity skippity scram, she was gone. Choo! Echoed out of the den. Poor Rabbit, thought Hedgehog. Hedgehog wandered across the clearing to the hollow log where Raccoon slept. Raccoon, I need a hug. Will you give me one? He asked.
I'm sorry, Hedgehog.
Raccoon ducked back into the shadows.
Um, I'm afraid I have the most frightful garbage breath. You don't want to come near me,
He exclaimed, and he scampered into the dark of his log. I don't mind garbage breath, called Hedgehog, but Raccoon was gone. Hedgehog trudged over to Turtle's sun-soaked resting spot. Turtle? Zzz. Never mind, Hedgehog sighed, and he shuffled away. Hedgehog didn't see anyone else to ask. Was there no one who would hug him? I'm so sorry no one will give you a hug, drawled Fox, slinking over. I'm not afraid of your spines, little hedgehog. I'll even give you a big kiss. Ow! Hedgehog scurried into the bracken. He shuddered, thinking of Fox's sharp teeth. He was very tired of asking for hugs. Maybe he should just go home. Then Hedgehog heard soft sobs coming from the clearing beyond his bush. What's the matter, Skunk? Hedgehog asked, keeping his distance. No one will give me a hug, and I feel so blue, Skunk said. Hedgehog took a deep breath and tip-patter-patted close to Skunk. I feel blue too, Skunk. I will give you a hug. Skunk looked at Hedgehog's prickles. Then she slowly opened her arms. Very gently, Hedgehog gave her a hug, and they both felt better. Here's the really cute hedgehog craft I'll be showing you how to make. In fact, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to draw the hedgehog. You may not think you can draw a hedgehog, but I think you can because I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, and it's easy. So let's go. First, let's take a quick look at the supplies you will need to make the hedgehog craft. You will need 2 different shades of brown paper. Remember, you don't have to have just the right color of paper, you can just use white paper and color it in with markers or crayons. Even if you are coloring white paper, you will need a darker brown color for the hedgehog's bristles and a lighter color for his face. You will also need a ruler, but if you don't have one, you can just kind of guess or measure with your fingers or hand. You will also need scissors, a pencil, a black marker or crayon, and glue. On the light or white sheet of paper, and this is just an 8.5 by 11-inch piece of construction paper that I'm using here, you're going to make some dots. You're going to start kind of towards the left side of the paper and draw 2 dots about 3 inches apart. We'll call them dot 1 on the left and dot 2 on the right. And this doesn't have to be exact, it's about the width of 4 fingers. Once you have the dots in place, you will just draw a happy face starting at dot 1 and going to dot 2. Easy so far, right? So it's just a happy face, and you start at dot 1, go to dot 2. Now we're going to measure out from dot 2 about 5.5 inches or so. You can go out further towards the edge of the paper if you want, but just remember, the bigger your hedgehog, the more bristles you will have to cut and glue on. So go out about 5.5 or 6 inches, and for me, that's about the width of my hand plus my thumb. You're going to make your third dot out and just a little down from the other two as you go across the page. Now you can make all 3 of your dots line up, but I thought it looked better if the third dot was just a little farther down the page. Okay, so go out and down just a little bit and make another dot. All we have is 3 dots, right? Now, the next line you draw is going to make the hedgehog's back. You start at the second dot or dot 2 and draw a sad face or a half circle down to the third dot that's a little lower than the first 2. So you just go from dot 2 down, swoop down to that dot down there that you made, and now you have the hedgehog's back. Now we'll finish out the shape of the hedgehog by starting at dot 1, and it's really just an extended happy face. So start at dot 1, come down and start curving it around and join up with dot number 3. You can flatten out the bottom of your happy face if you want, but a nice round-bellied hedgehog is okay too. There's your hedgehog shape. To separate the hedgehog's face from his bristles, just draw a gently curving line from dot 2 down. Hedgehogs have cute kind of round noses, so draw a circle at the point of his nose and color it in. Your hedgehog also needs an eye, just a simple circle and a circle inside that colored in. Your hedgehog also needs a little mouth, and just a slightly curved line will do. Next, you need to use the darker brown paper to cut out the hedgehog's bristles. For younger children, this can be really good cutting practice with supervision and safety scissors. Draw some lines and let your preschooler practice. Depending on how bristly you want your hedgehog, you can cut these strips in half. Make your hedgehog bristles as thick, thin, or as long as you wish. Older children or more proficient scissor cutters can cut out the hedgehog shape at this point if they want to, or you can leave it as it is and start adding the bristles. Fold the strips of darker paper in half. Glue one side down and let the other side stick up to make the hedgehog's bristles. This is the first example I made and kind of just stuck this paper strips on all over and it looked cute. And if this is how you want to make your hedgehog bristles, that's fine. I think this is really cute. But I did a second example and put the paper strips closer and closer together and kind of nested and nestled them up against each other in the second example. And that one turned out like this. Cute, right? I glued the hedgehog to another piece of paper and drew some little oval feet in the front and back. And that's it. You made a hedgehog.
I hope you enjoyed today's story time all about the hedgehog who needed to find a friend who was willing to give him a hug, or who needed a hug as much as he did. And I also hope that if you make the really cute craft of the hedgehog, that you'll share it in the comments below. Have a great day.